report is accurate or not. There's a lot, I see a lot of people say there are rumors, there are shills. Okay. The real shills are the ones fixated on Bitcoin. So let's clear the air there. But
Big facts.
I will break it down. And you can't convince, I'm not trying to convince anybody, okay? It's just incredibly naive to believe that giants like BlackRock and JP Morgan have not had any involvement in XRP and blockchain technologies, because these are financial powerhouses.
Facts.
And by the way, they operate behind the scenes.
Big facts.
So their true motives are rarely seen and revealed by anybody. So the mainstream's fixation on Bitcoin and Ethereum, in my opinion, that's the smokescreen. Those are the shills diverting attention from the fact that these behemoths of companies are likely going to be at the forefront of blockchain innovation, and they're going to harness the potential of technologies like XRP, basically based on what we just said, and we can go back to that in a second, to reshape the financial landscape. And in the world of high finance, and these are the top, secrecy and strategic moves are the name of the game. And the masses are typically unaware of anything playing on. They're usually unaware of the forces that are playing out behind the scenes. So we can break this down again, but why would JP Morgan and BlackRock be at the forefront of all of this? And
exactly,
it would be because of global wealth tokenization, interoperability, and speed, liquidity, and market stability. And there are only a few technologies that meet that criteria. That means they're going to incentivize long-term investment, security and network reliability, decentralization, the future of DeFi, global financial inclusion. I mean, we can go on, participation in governance. So I'm kind of done connecting the dots for people these days. I'm going to start just putting out information that they want to see, but you really don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure most of this stuff out.
That's real.
And I will just add a pointer here to add on to you, because I've been connecting the dots as well. And, you know, even on the back end of things, we're seeing collaborations between JP Morgan, BlackRock, and, you know, even Ripple Labs in companies. So, for example, Ripple Labs joined the ISDA, International Settlement Derivatives Association. And who else is a part of that? BlackRock and JP Morgan. So there are
Bingo.
There are dots that are being connected. And like you said, I think if you do some research, you'll be able to figure that out as well.
Exactly.
100%.
Let's talk a bit about the Black Swan event, or Black Swan event. For all the people that don't know what a Black Swan event, can you kind of just give us a bit of a simplified explanation? And is it going to happen?
Absolutely. Our our debt-based system relies on a Black Swan event to keep issuing new debt. The only thing holding the economy is the war right now. So yes, there's going to be another Black Swan event. In my opinion, I think it's going to require a major Black Swan event. So it'd have to be within the United States. Also, our military sources have told us that terror alert is on a very high level right now. And we could look back at the open border policy, and we can get into all that politics if you want. But when you look at the open border policy and you see all the immigrants, you see crime coming out, or the migrants, you know, to be politically correct, the migrants that are coming in here, and crime is on the rise. We don't have enough resources. When all else fails, they always take you to war. And we could look back at 2001. We can look at 2008. We invaded Afghanistan, I believe. So, you know, history is just going to continue to repeat itself. But we need war in order to sustain this debt-based model. And I believe what they're doing again is creating another false flag event to be able to do something like what they did in 9/11, is the Patriot Act. So after 9/11, which many people believe today was really an inside job, we could look at the Patriot Act, and what has that done for U.S. citizens? It's actually taken away more freedom. It's restricted more freedoms too, to other people around the world. So with a Black Swan event taking place in the U.S., like the pandemic was a Black Swan event, no one was expecting it. It just one day was announced. Something like that could happen inside the United States, which would give government so much more control and reason to take more freedom away, put new laws into place. That's really the end game here.
That's real.
control.
This man's speaking facts, y'all.
Let's talk about CBDCs a bit.
On these eclipses, we have a new location from Big Short as well. Now, this is a very interesting location, I must say. I remember reading about it back in the 1990s. So we have the pyramid of Khafre. This is related to the 1%. The 1% are hiding the secrets of the pyramid. And for Mr. Poole as well, talking about the pyramids, he says, the labyrinth of ledgers where digits dance and coins clink, ever closer to the monetary sphinx. Very interesting. This was from 1026. Tread carefully. We have a couple more tweets as well. Remote controlled, almost like we've seen it in the movies. Reflecting on water, swayed by the breeze, mirror of the heart. What does it seize? And then we had this video from Mr. Poole. So Big Short and Mr. Poole have been very active, which leads me to believe that something big is going to happen in the month of October to November, which was hinted by Mr. Poole. We had the I believe 23 to N21 tweet, which is October 23rd to November 21st. And another tweet from Mr. Poole, A1322, which was 29.5 million, and it will take BlackRock roughly 29.5 million to buy every single XRP in circulation. So we have an interesting connection also for Mr. Poole. Message begins. BlackRock has entered the game as requested.
That's
message
wild.
ends. AKA BlackRock has entered
That's
crypto
wild.
and they have invested into XRP. Now, go to the Big Short in reverse. We have a warning from Michael, and he is a Freemason. He says, they will short squeeze the ever-living S out of long-duration treasuries and F stocks. If you understand this, so we should see, once again, a market crash happening, a black swan event. And we have this from Citadel as well. We have Citadel, which is a castle, and we had the whole BG123 talking about castles. And we had the connection with castles, BG123, the XRP Rillers, Mr. Poole, XRP, and so on. But they also mentioned about a short squeeze happening as well. Hedge funds that trade securities that are considered meme stocks can be particularly prone to short squeezes related to such stocks. So there's going to be a lot of volatility, and similar back to 08, there will be a short.
Dang. So more signs of a black swan event. What are y'all thoughts? Let's take a look at the JWK show.
Fun fact from Baba, and he says, Mr. Poole first appeared October 23, 2019. What are the odds everything is finally coming to an end October 23? We have begin October 23 and finale October 23. Your reality is nothing more than an illusion. So we had the announcement that we could see possible settlement happening November 9th, and that will be the biggest thing for Ripple, a settlement for the Ripple versus SEC case. So this is the first time Mr. Poole appeared. We have all these numbers, and this is October 23, 2019. We have a picture of Bearable Guy 123, and this is actually a video of him essentially making all the photos, the riddles from BG123. So there might be a possibility that Mr. Poole is also Bearable Guy 123. Now we have all.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. This Mr. Poole stuff be making my mind blown.
Three. So there might be a possibility that Mr. Poole is also Bearable Guy 123. Now we have all of the decodings from Mr. Poole. We have Believe, I'm Not Who You Think I Am, I'm Just Here to Warn You of What Is Coming Soon, and that has been happening for the past couple of years. We have question 1, will XRP have a slow or sudden rise in value? Answer is 1, so it will be sudden. We will see the flip of the switch happening to XRP. This is why, guys, it is very important to invest into XRP right now, because there won't be a normal pump. It will be one ginormous candle, and by then it will be way too late to buy into XRP. And question 2, is there threats imminent to North America? And the answer is yes. So America is going to collapse, as Elon Musk has hinted at. It is the fall of Rome 2.0.
That's wild, y'all. That's wild. More signs that we're going to have a black swan event here in the United States. And just look at the signs. Look, we got the border crisis thing going down. We got the Israel thing going down. I mean, there's just so many different events. And it's really hard to keep up with, to be honest with you. But yeah, let's talk about it, though. What do y'all think?
Right now. On October 25th, 2023, Ripple co-founder and CTO David Schwartz tweeted that XRP could reach $120 if it became the standard for cross-border payments. He said, if XRP becomes the standard for cross-border payments, it could easily reach $120. The total value of cross-border payments is $120 trillion per year, and XRP is perfectly suited for this task. It's fast, cheap, and scalable. Schwartz's tweet follows a number of other bullish predictions for XRP. In September 2023, for example, cryptocurrency analyst Tone Vase predicted that XRP could reach $100 by the end of the year. At the August 2023 Ripple, CEO Brad Garlinghouse said that he believes XRP could hit $1 trillion market cap. It's important to note that these are just a few of the predictions.
And Brad don't cap. Brad does not cap.
There's no guarantee, of course, and I'm not a financial advisor, but there you have some of that. We're going to take a look at some more bullish statements. John Deaton, the attorney representing Ripple in its ongoing lawsuit with the SEC, he said that he believes XRP could reach $500 in the next few years. Raul Pell, the co-founder of Real Vision and former Goldman Sachs executive, he said he believes XRP could reach $100 within the year. Charles Hodgkinson, founder of Cardano, he said he believes XRP is a very undervalued asset and that it could reach much higher prices in the future.
And using ODL for me as a customer has been game changer. Once you test it, I always say that I'm the biggest fan of ODL because nobody's telling me these stories. Like, I've done that myself and I've been benefited from it. You see the two screens and you see how money travels so fast, and then within the minute you have the money that you want to transfer that you were used to transferring in a week-long process, and now it costs you cents on the dollar, and it's so immediate. So from a customer perspective, it has been a wonderful experience. And for us, the partnership with Ripple, from the business perspective, is just so important and is such a key part of our business today. And we are truly thinking of expanding together into the region. And using ODL for me as a customer has been game changer. Once you test it, I always say that I'm the biggest fan of ODL because nobody's telling me these stories. Like, I've done that myself and I've been benefited from it. You see the two screens and you see how money travels so fast, and then within the minute you have the money that you want to transfer that you were used to transferring in a week-long process, and now it costs you cents on the dollar, and it's so immediate. So from a customer perspective, it has been a wonderful experience. And for us, the partnership with Ripple, from the business perspective, is just so important and is such a key part of our business today. And we are truly thinking of expanding together into the region.